Good evening, everyone. I'm Anthony Carter in this week for Chief Meteorologist Matt Jordan. We finally made it to the weekend. I hope you all had a great week and get ready for a restful weekend. Let's go ahead and look at our weather headlines because speaking of the weekend, it is going to be pretty active. So rain likely later on tonight. We do expect that to continue throughout much of Saturday. With that, winter storm warnings are in effect as well as some wind advisories. So we're expecting gusty winds just across our region. But the good news here is that we are looking at warmer temperatures straight ahead. You know, it's been a weird start to spring, but looking at the temperatures over the next 7 days, at least in the later half of next week, does look promising. So we'll get into that in our 7-day forecast just a bit. Looking at our almanac, today's high about close to the average there near 61, overnight low also just about on average there near 39. Over in Klamath Falls, same situation. The high is just about back near the seasonal average at 54. Same situation for the overnight low. So that's some good news, is that our temperatures are where they should be around this time of year. Now let's break down that winter storm warning first for our east. This currently in effect. So this includes the Cascades and the Siskiyou Mountains, of course, of Diamond Lake and Union Creek. So areas also affected include Highway 62, 230, 138. We're looking at about more than a foot of snow possible, as well as up to 20 inches, and we're also looking at wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So it's really going to be picking up as the evening goes on throughout much of your Saturday, going through much of Sunday. Now for our west side valleys, we're mainly looking at elevations above 2,000 feet. We'll start to see that drop on and off as the night goes on, but the areas mainly affected include Butte Falls, Prospect. We're looking at about 4 to 14 inches of snow, gusts up to 45 miles per hour. So the main areas of focus that you can see here on your screen is just kind of those higher elevations towards eastern part of Jackson County, pushing into parts of Klamath County as well as in parts of Douglas County. So all in all, if you are traveling in those areas as the day goes on this weekend, probably want to hold off on that travel, and of course always check trip check just before you go, just in case. Now skipping ahead to our pinpoint forecast, this is just by 1 a.m. on your Saturday. Good portion of us should expect to see some rain, start to see heavy rain pick up out along the coast. That'll start to work its way more inland. Then we start to see more snow chances pick up towards our east, some of those affected areas as we mentioned. So again, as the morning hours go on, do expect that to start to begin to shift a little bit towards our east. So the coast should get a break if you're over by Brookings around 7 a.m. But again, do expect that to pick back up. We start to see a mix of some rain and snow showers over in the portions of Jackson County, as well as looking at heavy snow working its way over into Jackson County. Into parts of Klamath County. And same situation over in Northern California, except we're looking at more rain, snow chances over in the Mount Shasta area. So weather continues to be active, at least heading through this weekend. But again, the good news is that we do start to see conditions ease up by 8 p.m. on your Saturday. So it shouldn't be much of an issue, but just something to keep in mind about. But of course, snow chances do continue over some of those affected areas under that winter storm warning. Now tonight for the coast, rain, windy, overnight lows are hanging around in the low to mid 40s. Expecting rain to continue into tomorrow, and the highs expecting that to also not much change as well. We're looking into the mid to upper 40s, 50 to high over in Crescent City. West of the Cascades, rain likely, snow levels to be around 3,800 feet. Our overnight lows are in the upper 30s, 39 the overnight low over in Roseburg. Then tomorrow, expecting rain, more like rain snow over in the Mount Shasta area. For the rest of us, rain. Our highs are hanging around in the mid to upper 40s, 52 the high over in Medford on your Saturday. Now east of the Cascades, mostly cloudy skies tonight, chance of snow. Do expect some gusty winds. Our overnight lows are also hanging around in the 20s and in the 30s. Tomorrow, expecting snow, breezy at times. Our highs are in the 40s, 27 the high over by Crater Lake. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. First for the Rogue Valley, pretty active start to towards our weekend as well as the beginning of next week. But take a look at that a little bit by midweek heading into much of next weekend. We start to see temperatures start to go trending a little bit towards the warmer side. So that's some good news there. Looking at partly cloudy skies, not really seeing any rain chances in the later half of next week. In the Klamath Basin, rain snow mix on your Saturday, snow likely Sunday. Then we go from partly cloudy from Monday all the way through next Friday. Our highs also starts to trend a little bit towards the warmer side, still a little bit cold in the overnight lows. Now Northern California, rain likely on your Saturday, snow Sunday, also partly cloudy for much of next week. Sunshine on your Thursday. We're looking at a high of 55 then. Overnight lows are also in the upper 20s. And for the coast, rainy start to the week straight ahead, but partly cloudy skies from Wednesday through next Friday. Our highs are in the upper 40s, low 50s. Our overnight lows are in the 30s.